February when the world comes to America for the 1980 Winter Olympics.
ABC Sports presents the 1979 World Series. From Memorial Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the National League champion Pittsburgh Pirates against the American League champion Baltimore Orioles. This ABC Sports exclusive is brought to you by B.F. Goodrich. We're the other guys, the leader in high-performance radio.
And a good evening, everybody, and welcome to Memorial Stadium here in Baltimore, as tonight we will begin the 1979 World Series. Hopefully rain, snow, or shine. We'll be playing Stratomatic Super Advanced, the Diamond Gems edition, and it will be the Orioles and the Pirates, and we'll be going with as-played lineups. So the as-played lineups for today, for the Orioles and the Buccos. So games 1, 2, 6, and 7 will be in Baltimore. 3, 4, and 5, if necessary, will be in Pittsburgh. So let's do this from Pittsburgh, from Baltimore, I should say. Let's go over the lineups. Leading off for the Pirates will be Omar Marino, followed by Tim Foley, then Dave Parker. There'll be Bill Robinson, Willie Stargell, Bill Madlock, Steve Nicosia, Phil Garner in batting ninth, and pitching will be Bruce Keeson. For the Orioles, Al Bunbury in center, Mark Belanger at short, Ken Singleton in right, Eddie Murray at first, John Lowenstein in left, Doug DeCinces at third, Billy Smith at second, Rick Dempsey behind the plate, and on the mound, the left-hander is Mike Flanagan. Well, let's do this from Baltimore Memorial Stadium, home of the Baltimore Colts, also the Orioles for many years. So let's go ahead and get the dice in range so we can see if we can have a good showing here. Give me a second. I'm going to put my score sheet up here, and hopefully I can use that. If not, we're going to have a little bit of a problem, but I think we can probably get away with that. Yep, that'll be good there. You know, we're going to have probably use my defensive charts for as a little, something to help me write on. So go ahead and do this. Let's lead off with Omar Marino, left-handed hitter, speedster. Okay, we'll play super advanced. There was no ballparks on the that came with these. That'll have the book to it. So we'll go ahead and say there's no ballparks singles, weather, stuff like that, even though in real life this was a gloom rain delay game 1 between the Pirates and the Orioles. Very messy, very wet. So, but this will just be a standard game. Otherwise, super advanced rules will be in effect. Let's go with Omar Marino. He'll lead off and get things underway. So Marino leads off in a 6-3 versus a left-hander. That will be a fly ball left field. Left fielder for the Orioles is John Lowenstein. We did this, I believe, last night. He's a 2E3. Let's see if a 2E3 gets to him this time. He doesn't. Oh, a 15. A 15 on a 3 says yes, a 2-base error, I think. Hang on an E3. Yes, a 15 will be a 2-base error. So John Lowenstein starts the game off by giving a 2-base error to the Pirates. And we're underway. So an E8 begins play. Here's a shortstop, Tim Foley. Pirates jumped on top a couple runs before the rains came the other night that we had to stop. Hopefully people can hear the game as they came in. So here's Foley batting second. Pirates got something going here. Here we go. 3-8 to a lefty is a single 1-15. That's a 3. That's a base hit for Foley. First base of the World Series goes to the shortstop. So first and third. for the Buccos. And here's the right fielder, Dave Parker, the Cobra. So Cobra, first and third, nobody out. Make sure I'm seeing everything correctly. Hold on. Okay, let's try this again. Hopefully we can hear. Hopefully it'll be okay. So here we go. Parker here against Flanagan. Infield will play back for two. 2-7 to a lefty is going to be a ground ball, second base A. That's a double play. 4-6-3, and that will get 2 outs in the inning. But that will give Marino the score, and the Pirates lead 1-0 in the first. Here's a left fielder, Bill Robinson. So Robinson will bat. He's a left-handed hitter, usually hits lefties quite well with more power. He'll get a chance here with Flanagan. Here's the pitch. 4-3 to a righty. That's a ground ball to third. That is the Sensei. So the Sensei's got it, picks it up, and he is a 2E18. Let's see what a 2E18 does for Doug. That is gonna be a 6, no error. A 9, there's never an error. That will be the last. That'll be the last out. So the side is retired. Pirates get one. It's we go to the bottom of the first inning. So pitch for the Pittsburgh Pirates will be Bruce Keeson. So Keeson gets the start today. He's a right-hander, and he'll go against the lineup of Bunbury, Belanger, and Ken Singleton here in the first. So here comes Al Bunbury. So Bunbury swings 1-9 to a righty, is a ground ball to second. Easy play to first, and that's one away. Now here's a shortstop, Mark Belanger. In there for his defense, never been really known to be an offensive catalyst. Kind of wants to be one of those quarterbacks who doesn't. He wants to manage the game. Doesn't want to lose it. So 2-4 to a righty's a walk. So Belanger draws the base on ball. Now here is the designated hitter, Ken Singleton. Always talk about players who are definitely above average. Singleton will bat here. He's a switch hitter, batting from the left-hand side. He's got power both sides of the plate. 4-7. That's a 4-7 to a lefty. That is a single 1-10. That's a 14, so that'll be a ground ball to first. They'll get the fielder's choice, and that is two away. So fielder's choice, two away. Here's the young first baseman, Eddie Murray. Youngster, ton of power. He has a mega potential. He's a switch hitter too. He reminds people of Mickey Mantle. He just has that really quiet about him. Power hitting. He's a switch hitter, hit from both sides. Left-handed hitter. Here's the pitch to Murray. 4-6 to a lefty's a walk. So again, another walk. That'll put runners at first and second. 2 outs, and that'll bring on the platoon of John Let It Be Lowenstein. He shares left field with Gary Renicky. So this is the lineup where Earl Weaver tries to make the best of it. Tries to get the big left-handed bat in the lineup. Here's the pitch from Keeson. 2-5s, a single 1-7. That's a 15. That's a line drive to second. Side retired. Baltimore, no runs, no hits. They leave 2. We go to the top of the second. It's 1-0 Buccos. So we go to the top of the second. It will be Stargell, Madlock, and Steve Nicosia. Pirates are wearing their outfits that look like the hats. The Orioles, though, are wearing their red uniforms. So top of the second, Stargell, Madlock, Nicosia. The hit against Flanagan. Lefty matchup to the soon-to-be Hall of Famer. 5-6 lefties, a ground ball to second. Easy play for Billy Smith. He's not the goalie, but he makes the play and throws him out. Here's third baseman Billy Madlock, the Mad Dog. He got on this team, and he became an instant hit honor. A very strong hitter. Good hitter. Won the batting title with the Cubs in '76. Here's the swing. 5-12 to a righty. It's a ground ball to third again. So that's going to be the Sensei. The Sensei's got it. He's a 2 something. 20 will do it. A 12, I believe he's 18. So there it is right there. So he's an 18 on a 12. And an 18 on a 12 says, no way. That is an out. And there's 2 outs. Here's the catcher, Steve Nicosia, catching today for the Buccos. Him and Ed Ott share duties. Ott is Nicosia's a right-handed hitting catcher. Ott from the left-hand side. Flanagan looks in, gets the sign. Here's the pitch. 1-6 to a lefty, and that's a line drive down the line. That's a base hit for Nicosia. His lack of speed will keep him at first on a long single. 1-10 was a double. Only can get the single. Now here's Scrap Iron Phil Gardner, another veteran bat they got on this team. He was familiar with those Oakland A's ball creams in the 70s. Gardner brings his knowledge, good speed, plays a couple different positions. He's playing second base in this series. Gardner, right-handed hitter against Flanagan. Here's the pitch. 3-4 versus a lefty, and Gardner smacks one to deep left field. That could be trouble. Against the lefties, off the top of the wall. It will go all the way to the wall. Nicosia's off on the pitch. He'll try to score. He does. Gardner will try for third and makes it, and an RBI for Phil Gardner. And the Pittsburgh Pirates jump on top 2-0 here in the top of the second. RBI triple, Phil Gardner. So now here is the pitching spot. This will be Bruce Keeson. He's going to be a pitcher's hitting card 6 with 2 outs. And that's going to be a 5-6 to a righty. That's a ground ball to short, throws them out, and retires the side. Again, the Pirates add 1. We go to the bottom of the second inning here in Memorial Stadium, 1979 World Series, Game 1. Pirates 2, Orioles nothing. So now for the Baltimore Orioles, the Sensei, Smith, and Dempsey, the bat for the Birds against Bruce Keeson. Here's the pitch. 3-3 to a righty. That ball is deep. That ball is far. It is gone. Doug DeCinces. Homer is a deep left field, and the Orioles are back in this game. It's 2-1. So home run for DeCinces. So home run for DeCinces, a solo bomb, and it's now 2-1. So now the batter will be the second baseman, Billy Smith. Rich Dower also sees time. So again, the Orioles, Earl Weaver has always been a very much for the platoon systems. So Smith, a switch hitter, at lefty against Smith. Here's the pitch. 1-4 is a walk, and Billy Smith draws the walk. So that is the third walk given up by Bruce Keeson. And now it will be Rick Dempsey. So Dempsey comes in, came over from the New York Yankees, has become a solid competitor on this team. Runner on first, nobody out, 2-1 Pirates. Here's the pitch. 4-7, struck him out looking. Dempsey down on strikes, and there's 1 away. And now here is Mike Flanagan. Flanagan looks in, and the pitch swings. 6-7. He will bat from the left-hand side. 6-7 is a ground ball second base. Let's see if they can turn 2 and end the inning. The second baseman is Scrap Iron Phil Gardner. Gardner is a 2E17 roll high, and a double play ball can be possible. Here we go. It's a 19. It should be 2. 10 on a 19 will be a double play. 4-6-3. Pitcher's best friend gets the Orioles out of the inning. Solo home run by DeCinces. Orioles back in it. It's 2-1 Bucks. We go to the third. Top of the third inning will now be Omar Marino. Marino followed by Foley and Parker. Marino reached on an error and scored on the double play ball that Dave Parker hit into. It's 2-1 here, top of the third. And the pitch. 2-8 2-8 for Marino versus lefty. Struck him out. Marino swung on and missed. Always been an aggressive swinger. Not surprising. So Flanagan used a little bit of an off changeup, gets him there. Weird delivery by Flanagan. Here's the shortstop, Tim Foley. Foley base hit his first time up. Here's the pitch. 1-10 for Foley against the lefties. A pop straight up. Shortstop. That'll be Belanger. Waits, makes the catch, and there's 2 away. And now here is the right fielder, Dave Parker. So Parker's up. Parker's first time up, grounded into that double play. Resulted in Marino scoring the first run of the ball game. Here's the pitch. 1-8 for Parker versus the lefties. A shot down the line. That will be caught by the right fielder. Great job by Ken Singleton to run it down. That will do it. We go to the bottom of the third. Pittsburgh 2, Baltimore 1. So now the Orioles will come up top of the order. Again, it will be Al Bunbury, followed by Belanger and Singleton against Bruce Keeson. Chuck Tanner in the opposing dugout looks in. Here's a pitch to Bunbury. 1-3 to a righties, a ground ball to short. Play is made, 1 away. So they keep the speedy Bunbury off the bases. He's 0 for 2. And now here's Mark Belanger. He walked and got into a fielder's choice, which knocked him out. Here he is, looking for his first official at bat. 1-7 righties, a fly ball left field. Again, that'll be Bill Robinson. He'll camp in under it, makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Here is Ken Singleton. Singleton, the ball game, reached on a fielder's choice his last time up. Switch hitter batting from the left-hand side. Great power, and he may have found one. 2-9 struck him out. Oh, in the middle of his power zone, and he struck him out. So Keeson pulls the string with the changeup, and that's 3 good innings here in Baltimore. World Series Game 1, Pirates 2, Orioles 1. Of course, this is an ABC World Series with Keith Jackson and Howard Cosell, along with usually a great luminary of announcers they had back then. Top of the 4th inning of 1-1 game. We'll see Robinson, Stargell, Madlock to bat against Mike Flanagan. Top of the 4th. 2-3. 2-3 versus a lefty. Ball is deep. Ball is far. And that ball is gone. So Bill Robinson, like we told you, hits lefties extremely well. And this ball gets out of here in a hurry. As they said in Bull Durham, any ball that goes that far should have a stewardess on it. And the Pirates now lead it 3-1. So the Pirates with their first home run of the series. The Orioles had one earlier with Doug DeCinces. 3-1 Buccos, top of the 4th. Here is Willie Stargell, number 8. Stargell on a 4-3 ground ball third base. That's DeCinces, I believe, for the 3rd time today. DeCinces, a 3, and I believe he is a deuce. So I believe he makes the play on it still. We want to make sure he's a 2E18. So 3 on a 2 is a G3. There's no error on a 9. Good play by DeCinces, and there's 1 away. 1 out in the 4th. Pirates lead 3-1. Here's third baseman Mr. Bill Madlock, the Mad Dog. Mad Dog playing third base today. Right-handed hitter. Here's the pitch. 4-9 to a righty. Single 1-18. That's a 2 hard drive base hit for Madlock. Line drive for Madlock. Runner on first and 1 out. Madlock, Flanagan a -3. Dempsey probably a -arm. So we will try to steal there. Although Madlock's numbers are rather good. So here's Nicosia, but he will be held on. Runner on first and 1 out. Here is Nicosia. 4-11 to a righty. Ground ball to third. Goes to second. That's all you're going to get. Good slide by Madlock, and that's 2 away, a fielder's choice. So 2 outs. And now here's the second baseman, Phil Scrap Iron Gardner. Pittsburgh lead 3-1. A big solo bomb by Bill Robinson at the beginning of this inning has given the Pirates their 2-run lead back, 3-1. Here's the pitch. 3-4 for Gardner versus a lefty. He hit the same roll he did before. That's a drive. Deep left field. It's back. It's off the top of the wall. Second triple the ball game for Gardner, and the Pirates lead it 4-1. So a fielder's choice again will knock in, if I'm right, it will knock in Nicosia. So he scored twice. Garner with his second triple of the ball game. Who would have thought he'd have two triples? Pirates now lead it 4-1, and a big triple there with two outs. And now here's Bruce Keeson using number 6 card today. 4-7 is a strikeout looking. Keeson down on strikes. Side is now retired, but the Pirates do score two in the fourth. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 4-1 Pirates. So now the Pirates with a 3-run lead bottom of the fourth. It will be Murray, Lowenstein, DeCinces against Bruce Keeson, given a little extra room here with the lead. It's going to be a 4-10, and that's going to be Murray. So the 4-10 lefty ballpark singles does not affect this game. Fly ball right field, out is made, one away. For game two, I might go ahead and ask that question on the Facebook side, see if I can get the results on the ballpark numbers were. So here's John Lowenstein with one out. Here's the pitch from Keeson. 3-10 for Lowenstein to ground ball to second. Good play by Garner. Throws them out, and there's two away. So the Pirates with a 4-1 lead here in the fourth. Orioles trying to respond. Here's Doug DeCinces. DeCinces homered back in the second inning, responsible for the Oriole only run. Here's the pitch. 5-8 to a righty is a ground ball to short. Good inning for Bruce Keeson. We played 4, and that's it. At the end of 4, Pirates 4, Orioles 1. So now the Pirates will send the top of the lineup back up again. Omar Marino, his third at bat going into the fifth inning. Marino, Foley, and Parker will swing against Flanagan here in the fifth. Remember, no designated hitters, so you'll have to deal with pinch hitting at some point. It's going to be a 4-7 to a lefty. Struck him out looking, and Marino is down on strikes. So he's now 0 for 3 with a run scored. Now here is Tim Foley. He's 1 for 2 with a base hit. That was back in the first inning. Foley, a right-handed hitter. Here's the switch. Here's the swing. 3-5 to a lefty. It's a fly ball left field. Lowenstein makes the catch, and there's two away. Two outs here in the fifth. And here's the Cobra, Dave Parker. 0 for 2, hit into a double play and flied out the right field so far. So far, Pirates getting their offense from Bill Robinson and Phil Gardner in this game. Here's the swing. The swing will be a 4-5 to a lefty, and Mike Flanagan has himself another strikeout. Parker down on strikes, and he has himself a good fifth inning. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's 4-1 Buccos. So now the Orioles will now send up. It'll be Smith, Dempsey. And then what does Weaver do in the fifth inning? Does he allow Flanagan to swing away, or do we start seeing new pitchers? So here's Billy Smith. He's a switch hitter, bat lefty against Keeson. 4-10 again, ballpark single, doesn't apply. Fly ball right field, out is made, one away. So now here is Rick Dempsey. So Dempsey, the batter, one out here in the fifth. And again, looking on the on-deck circle, see if Mike Flanagan's with his coat on or not. They don't have him out there right now. 2-6 to a righty is a single for Rick Dempsey. Now Weaver might make a choice here. Let's see what we'll do. Let's see. Oh, question is who started in the World Series and who did not, and who do you not want to? You know what? Terry Crowley will swing. Let Crowley swing, and then going in the pitch will be, I'm guessing it will be Tim Stoddard. So Stoddard will come in. He is in the Oriole bullpen. and he'll be the new pitcher for the Birds as we go to the sixth inning. No double switches needed, bottom of the lineup. So now here is going to be Crowley. So Flanagan's day is done. So Flanagan's day is done. So now here's the pinch hitter, Terry Crowley, always known to be a good pinch hitter. Runner on, one away. Here's the swing. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a 2-11. That's a ground ball to second. That'll turn 2-4-6-3 double play. And the Orioles are done in the fifth. No runs a hit. A double play clears them. We played 5. It's 4-1 Pirates. So Tim Stoddard will now go out. He'll be the new pitcher for the Orioles, entering the top of the sixth inning. It'll be Robinson, Stargell, Madlock. So top of the sixth, as Chuck Tanner and his staff goes over and talks to Bruce Keeson. They're not sure how long Keeson can give you. He's kind of they have a good staff, and getting Keeson to give you these innings is probably a plus. 3-12 from him is a line drive down the third. Nice play by DeCinces. Puts up the glove, and the ball flies into it. Robinson, that was Robinson. Hang on, that was Robinson. Let's see what we have here. That was Stargell. Was it Stargell? It's Robinson. Sorry, it's Robinson, Stargell. 3-12 ground ball to second. So either way, Robinson is retired, and now here's Willie Pop Stargell. So one away for Willie. Left-handed hitter now, getting a chance hitting against a right-hander. Here's the pitch. 5-8, ground ball to second. That is Billy Smith, not the goalie, remember. So Mr. Smith is a 3E16. So not that great, not that bad. The 3 shouldn't kill you unless you roll really low. And that 15 probably could. So it's a 15. Let's look at Billy Smith again. Billy Smith is a 16. So a 15 on a 16 says, we look at our error chart, he makes the error. So Billy Smith lets it go underneath the 5 hole, and he gives up a goal. So Stargell is on the error. E4, second error on the Orioles today. So now here is Bill Madlock. Madlock 1 for 2. This is right when the Islanders were hot. So Billy Smith was in the crease for the Islanders. So Madlock the batter with 1 away. Madlock in the game so far is 1 for 2. So Stoddard now getting out to feel upset about giving up the hit here. 3-7 to a righty. A fly ball center field would have been clutch. So we're not playing that. That's 2 outs. And Madlock is 0 for 2. Here's the luckiest guy in the universe. His name is Steve Nikosia. He has singled and scored on a triple by Gardner. That was back in the second. And then in the fourth inning, he reached on a fielder's choice, scored on a triple by Gardner. So Steve Nikosia has been very important to this Pirate lineup today, scoring twice in front of Gardner triples. So here is a 6-7, and that will be a strikeout. So Nikosia this time whiffs, and that is it to retire the side. No runs, no hits, an error, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 6th here in Memorial Stadium. It is 4-1 Pirates on a wet evening here in Baltimore. So Nikosia retired. Will now go to the Oriole top of the lineup since Crowley was the last batter. And now it will be, let's make sure I got everything correct. It'll be Bunbury. Followed by Belanger and Singleton and Murray in the hole. So far, the Orioles, in the game, have had 2 hits in the ball game. 1 was a home run. So far, good outing from Keeson through 5. Here's the swing. That's going to be a 1-7 for Bunbury. Nope, fly ball right field. Play we made there by Parker. He does, and there's 1 away. So Bunbury, a very quiet 0 for 3 today. So now here's Belanger, 0 for 1 with a walk. with the Orioles tough hitters in back of him. Belanger wants to get on. They give him a chance. It's going to be a 1-5 is a strikeout for Belanger. He's retired. He's 0 for 2. So Bruce Keeson giving 5 2/3 of solid work. And now here's Ken Singleton, the switch hitter. Singleton so far is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Singleton batting left-handed against Keeson. Keeson pitches. That will be a 2-5 for Singleton. There it is. Far deep left field. That ball is deep. That ball is far. And that ball is gone. So Ken Singleton homers and the Oriole fans erupt. And it is now 4-2. So the Orioles' 2 runs have been home runs. DeCince's home run in the second. And now Singleton's home run in the sixth. 4-2 Pirates. And Singleton crosses home plate, and now here is Eddie Murray. See if Murray could get something going here. Boy, now Keeson now looking a little bit tired right now. Wasn't sure what to do here. Tanner's definitely monitoring him. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a 6-3, 6-3-2 of lefties, a fly ball left field. That is Mr. Robinson, Mrs. Robinson. So Mr. Robinson is a 2E6. So have to roll small on the 20 to get something. Otherwise, should make the play. Oh, it's a 1. That's going to drop in for a double. And now let's see what the error does. 13 on 13 on a 6. So 13 on a 6 is no error. 14 would have been. So that's a double for Eddie Murray. So Murray drops one in for a double down the line. Robinson cannot get to it. And now Chuck Tanner has his bullpen up. He's getting ready. So we'll see what happens here. And it's now going to be John Lowenstein. Do you bring a lefty in to get Renicky to get Keeson out of there? Here we go. Here's the pitch. He'll pitch to him inside the 1 column. That is going to be a line drive base hit for Lowenstein. That will knock in Murray. He'll score. RBI for Lowenstein, and the Orioles are back in this game. It is 4-3. So it's a 4-3 ball game. So an RBI. So Singleton registers the RBI. And then the RBI by Lowenstein. So now it is a 4-3 ball game. So we go into the bottom of the 6th here. Keeson is, I believe, may not have much left inside him. Here's the Sensei. And they will they will go ahead and let him pitch so they can get him out the next inning in a pinch hitter. So Keeson's going to have to work through this. It is a runner on first, 2 outs, and Doug DeCince the batter. Here's the pitch. 5-12 to a righty. Ground ball to first. Holy moly's. That is Stargell. So Stargell, not much better. So let's look at Willie's numbers. Willie's a 4E5. The 5's not going to kill you, but the 4 sure can. Here it is. It's an 11. He'll get it is a 14 on a 5. 14 on a 5 is an error on Stargell. Oh, and talking about needing a double switch here. Something you don't see on other channels. But that's going to be an E3 on Willie. First and second, 2 outs. Orioles getting back in this game. And now here's Billy Smith. Holy cow. Either way, Billy Smith does get some offense. So now with runners at first and second, Keeson is considered to be fatigued. What do you do with Billy Smith? So Keeson's going to try to stay out there. They don't want to take him out and have to maneuver this lineup around. So Keeson's going to try to make it through. Here's the pitch. 1-10, fly ball right field. Parker is there, closes the glove, and retires a side. But the Orioles score 2. We go to the top of the 7th. We got a ball game here in Baltimore. It's 4-3 Pirates. Game 1, 1979 World Series. So now we start looking ahead. Gardner, a pinch hitter, and Marino will bat for the Buccos here in the seventh against Tim Stoddard. Again, the problem is Tim Stoddard's out there, and he'll be pinch hit next inning, most likely for him. So let's see what Gardner does against Stoddard. Last inning for him. 2-8 is a ground ball to short. Good out there, one away. So now the pinch hitter will come in. So Keeson's day is done. So let's look. Let's see who the Pirates will go to. The Orioles will be. I have a feeling the Pirates will have to go best man here. Best man to come in, either like a Grant Jackson or you don't want to go to Colby here. So it's going to be a right-handed pitcher. Not going to take him out. The hammer, John Milner will swing. So Milner will come in, a left-handed bat, and the new pitcher for the Pittsburgh Pirates is, let's see who can be possibly used. Again, we're thinking Grant Jackson. Again, we're trying to avoid the use. Ooh, a lot of power for Grant Jackson. Ooh, okay. So I'll kind of take a second here to look at my rotation and see who's readily available. Again, we're trying to avoid certain people. Bibby becomes a starter, I believe. Oh, Enrique Romo is always a good man when he gets a bit hammered too. Ooh, Pirate bullpen. I just don't like the way their cards project. I mean, then you got. Do you really want to Colby going this long? Quite my answer would probably be no at this point. Well, let's see who we. It's going to be who we should have brought in. So, do we go with a long man? No, you probably don't go Don Robinson here. You may have to say, hey, he was your best pitcher. Get him out there. And I'd probably will go Grant Jackson. Grant Jackson will be the one coming in, and he'll be a left-handed pitcher here. So he'll be coming in. So the Pirates will need a pinch hitter against a righty, and they will take their opportunity, bring in the hitman. That will be Mike Easler. So Mike Easler will come in and swing. Left-handed bat, pretty much all or nothing from the left-hand side. So Easler will swing. Ouch. Easler will swing against Stoddard. So here is the pitch. 5-2 is going to be a ground ball second base. Again, that's Billy Smith. Billy Smith picks it up and throws him out. So good play by Billy Smith. So 4-3 again. So that's 2 outs. So that was Easler. So Easler there. So far the pinch hitters have not done that well. So now here's Omar Marino with 2 outs. Pirates back in this ball game now. 1-6 to a right. He's a single for Omar Marino. So Marino gets a base hit in the top of the 7th inning. Now the question is Stoddard's a +3, Dempsey's a -3, so it's the -2. So the first number would be 17 on a 2-6. Let's go ahead and get the lead. He does on a 5. So first number is 17. Here's Marino, and he is out on an 18. Marino is thrown out, retires to side. 2-4 is the play. So the Pirates get no love. We go to the bottom of 7. It's time to stretch here at Memorial Stadium. It's 4-3 Buccos. Wow, Marino thrown out at first on an 18. So now the Orioles running out of outs here in a World Series Game 1. So it'll be Dempsey, a pinch hitter, and Bumbry. Stoddard has pitched well since coming in for Flanagan. Here's the pitch. 5-2, and it'll be Grant Jackson on the mound, remember. So pitching for the Pirates will be Grant Jackson. So Grant Jackson will be in. Right-handed bat is Dempsey. Ballpark blast, as David Demos would say. I'm not playing the ballparks. Fly ball left field. It's deep. It's far. It is caught. 1 away. So Dempsey's retired one away here in the seventh, and the Orioles will need a new pinch hitter again. So another pinch hitter will be used. So he was never. So Milner was never used for the Buccos. So the Orioles will now need a bat. They'll have to let Grant Jackson in on this one. So my guess is maybe you go if he is available to them. Maybe this. Oh well, do you want to blow Renick's load, or do you want to save him for another? Pat Kelly only hits those pitching. Garcia's kind of your. Oh, Lee May would be a perfect pinch hitter. So Lee May, a designated hitter, 99% of the time will be the pinch hitter against the left-hander, Grant Jackson. So one away. So now here comes May for the Orioles. So again, they've had one pinch hitter today, has not worked. So here is May. He's a long ball from Tynes. It's going to be a 5-7 on Grant Jackson. Ground ball, second base. That is going to be scrap iron Phil Gardner. Gardner on a 13 makes it a 6. I'm going to have to check that out. A 6 on Gardner's, call it Gardner. Gardner on a 17. So let's find out what the 17 does for you. 17 on will be, I believe that is an error. Second base on a 17 is an error. Holy cow, we May gets on. So May gets on the error. So again, the sloppy game tonight. There was errors in the original game because of the weather conditions, and May is now on. Cannot run to save his life. Let's see, Grant Jackson, is a +4. Weaver not known to run the ball. Now you kind of have to take a second to reflect. Do the Orioles going against an Earl Weaver logic? You would hold them on here. Nicosia probably is not a fantastic arm. So the Orioles, do they have one guy who they can maybe run the bases better than a slug? Let's see who they have here. Let's see if they can run. Well, Kiko Garcia again is a 1-14 if he wants that. Dower is a 1-12. So Kiko Garcia will run because he's coming out the game anyway. Garcia will come and kind of eliminate some stuff they can do, but Dower still sits on this bench of theirs. So now we'll go ahead and bring Kiko Garcia. He'll run. Again, let's look at everything. Plus, so he is a +4. -2 will hold him on. And then we'll look at Nicosia. So it is a 0. So it's a +2 on Kiko's first number. It'll be a 17 or less, but he gets picked off on a 10 through 12. World Series Game 1. I don't think you'd do that. So let's go ahead and go to the top of the order, and that'll be Al Bunbury. But Bunbury will probably be called back. Ooh, no, he hits a little bit against lefties. I have to give him that. I'm not going to bring in Renicky here. So Jackson looks in the pitch. 3-10 versus the lefty. Ground ball to third. Gets the easy out at second. Bunbury's speed will beat it out. And now you have a base running somebody who can get on base and run. Bunbury's first number is 18. Again, we said he's a +4, -2, 0. It's a +2 to his first number. Makes Bunbury's first number a 19. First number to his second number is 16. So we'll try to get the lead first and see if he can get it. It's a 12, and he gets it. So basically, anything but a 20 gets the steal, and Bunbury steals second. So Bunbury steals on Grant Jackson. Runner on second and 2 outs, and it'll be Mark Belanger. And again, this is where you use Kiko Garcia as a runner. Kind of backfires you because now what do? You want to bring in a poor shortstop. So Belanger will swing against Grant Jackson. 1-12 against the lefties. A line drive to second base, but right there is Gardner for the out. No runs, no hits, an error, a stolen base, 1 man left. We played 7. It's a 4-3 ball game going to top of the 8th inning. It is World Series Game 1 of the 1979 World Series. So now before Parker Robinson And I believe that means the Orioles will need a new pitcher. And I'm guessing we'll probably go to Sammy Stewart. Johnny Stewart, that is. Go to Sammy Stewart. Should have a good card. Tim Stoddard coming out of North Carolina State, where he was a great basketball player. Ooh, Stewart's not that good that year. Ooh, he's a long man, but boy, he gets kind of torched a bit. It's in the eighth inning. Again, don't think you want to go. And yes, Don Stanhouse is Don Stanhouse with his walks. Again, you probably don't want to go Tippy here because you're going to end up having to hit with them. So now the question is who do you bring in a key situation, as they say? We're going to go ahead and go. We'll probably go ahead and go Sammy Stewart here. Not a fan of the call, but we're going to have to use pitchers who might have been in a situation. So Stewart will come in. Pirates will swing away here in the eighth. Foley, Parker, Robinson. So Tippy Martinez is up. He can come in anyway, in case the lefties will come up here. 2-8 to a righty, and Tim Foley hits a ball down the left field line. That's trouble. That's off the top of the wall. Foley will go around second. He'll have a double. So a leadoff double for Tim Foley. That had nothing to do with Stewart. He hit it right where he needed, right on the groove of the bat. So Foley doubles, and now here's Parker. Parker will be followed by Robinson, Stargell. So two lefties in this lineup. So Parker, runner on second. Parker is 0 for 3 and he's due. Stewart from the stretch and the pitch. That's a 6-5. The ground ball to short. Good thing we left our shortstop in. Blanger's a 1-8. It's hit to the right side. The runner on second will hold. Nothing weird happens, but he's a 6. That's an out. I won't even look that. I will look it up because of a World Series game. It is on an 8. Your errors are 16, 17, 18. Didn't think so. Again, the runner at second will hold. Here's Bill Robinson. Robinson so far in the ball game is 1 for 3. He has had a solo blast. So that came way back for Robinson back in the fourth. Robinson, a right-handed hitter against Stewart. 3-3 is a pop straight up. Belanger's there, calls everyone off, and that's 2 outs. And now here's Stargell. You're at the beginning of this Oriole lineup. And here comes Weaver. He's not going to waste any time. And we're going to get Tippy Martinez here in the eighth. So Tippy will come in. He'll come in and he'll try to see if he can hold the fort, as his spot in the lineup won't come until a little bit down in the lineup. So again, Weaver kind of taking his shot here. He wants to keep this game close. He doesn't want a righty. He could always walk Stargell and pitch the Madlock, but that's not really a good choice. So Stargell will hit lefty on lefty. Here's the swing. 1-8 for Willie. Struck him out. Holy cow, and he just missed it. Stargell was pumping them wrists, and he was going long, but this time he got him. No runs, 1 hit, one man left. Bottom of the eighth coming up. World Series Game 1. It is 4-3 Pirates. Singleton, Murray, Lowenstein. These are the guys that brought you here. Singleton with the home run his last time up. Grant Jackson. They're in the eighth inning. The Pirates are going to be bringing their pitcher spot up at some point. Grant Jackson will stay in there. The lefty should help in this case for them. So Jackson stays in, try to get him through. A 2-9 for Singleton's a walk. Against a righty, it's a strikeout. So shockingly, he gets the walk versus a lefty. So Singleton will walk here in the eighth. And now the switch hitter, Eddie Murray. Boy, golden opportunity for Eddie. Eddie, eat, drink, and be Murray. The young-looking first baseman for the Birds. Switch hitter will bat right-handed against Lowenstein. Again, with the guys they have in there. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be a 4-9 versus a righty. Way back, deep left field. That's going. Oh, it's off the top of the wall. He tipped it. Stargell, Singleton had a hold. There's one. Did they hold him? No. So +1. So let's see what Singleton's rating is. He 1-12. They're going to have to hold him there. So the center fielder is Marino. He's a 0. So he'll stop at third. 1 to 15's a home run. That is a 16. So it keeps the ball in the park. So second and third, Murray with a double. Second and third, nobody out for Lowenstein. And this will be the call to the dugout, and that will be Gary Renicky. And that will probably be a new pitcher for the Pirates. So Grant Jackson will probably come out. Weaver is making his choice here to go to his big right-handed bat on the bench for Lowenstein. So Murray will be at second. Singleton's at third. Lowenstein is coming out, and Gary Renicky will swing a hot bat. And that means the Pirates will go to as Chuck Tanner will come out, talk to the umpire, and we'll have somebody else coming in. So now what do the Pirates do? They've made some choices. You know what? John Milner will come in the game. So here's your double switch. So Milner will be the new first baseman. So Stargell's Willie will come out the ball game, and then they'll probably gonna have to say, okay, if you're gonna beat us in this World Series, you're gonna beat our best. So coming in will be Kent DeColvey, the Submariner. If you haven't seen this guy pitch, he is amazing how he keeps that ball over the plate and does what he does with it. So the pitcher will be Kent DeColvey. So Colby, the right-handed pitcher, got a good card actually, so this could work in their favor. So Stargell, so Madlock will move. So Madlock will bat fourth. Milner will bat fourth. Well, no, and then they'll move Kent to Colby in another spot. Again, you don't see this kind of double switching on other channels, but this is when you have to do it. So now we go to the bottom of the eighth inning. Pirates lead it by 1, 4-3. An exciting game, and now here is Renicky. Renicky the swing, infield in. This is where you want. This is where you want a ground ball. It's going to be a 2-6 to a right. He struck him out. So Renicky with a huge strikeout. So Renicky with a huge strikeout, one away. And now here's Doug DeCinces. What will DeCinces? He's homered in this ball game. On deck is Billy Smith. Again, infield in. Second and third, one out for DeCinces. 6-8. Don't want to hit it there. That is going to be a fly ball center field. He gets the ball in the air. Bunbury is there. Makes the catch. Here comes Singleton. Scores. And we are tied at 4. So sacrifice fly for DeCinces. His second RBI. 4-4 with 2 outs. And here's Billy Smith. So now Billy Smith, that of course, first game, and we're going to go extra innings without the idea of probably having with no ghost runners, of course. 110 for Billy Smith, fly ball right field, makes the catch, and that retires the side. Baltimore scores 1. We go to the top of the ninth. It's 4-4 is the score. 4-4 in 7 years. So a George Washington type game. 4-4 in the ninth for the Buccos. So the Pirates will come up. Tippy Martinez still out there. It will be Madlock, Nakoja, and Gardner in the ninth. So Madlock stays in and swings. 2-7 versus a lefty, and that fly ball left field. Madlock just misses it. And there's one away. Here's Steve Nakoja. So Nakoja's about. He stays in the game, being the right-handed hitter against Tippy Martinez. So here is the pitch. 2-11 for Nakoja as a ground ball to third. That's an out, and there's 2 away. So the Orioles could come up to the bottom of the ninth and win it. The idea of a walk-off was not called it back then, but the Orioles can just go ahead and win this in the bottom of the ninth. Here's Garner with 2 outs. Gardner in the ball game, 2 for 3, 2 triples, and a couple RBIs. Here's the pitch to Phil. 4-9 righty, and that's a shot in the gap. Can he get his third triple? No, it's going to be a long single for Gardner. So Gardner 3 for 4. Now, does he want to run? No, -3. Yeah, no. Gardner will stay there. He's got some great numbers, but he'll wait. So now here is John Milner. Again, this is why you double switch. So the hammer will come in. He will bat for Tippy Martinez, lefty on lefty. Here's the swing. 2-5 against the lefty is a fly ball center field. That catch will be made, and that Wolf side is retired. No runs, one hit. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. We're tied at 4. So the Orioles will now send up. It'll be Smith, Dempsey, and then probably the pitching spot here. This is where Orioles could have double switched too. Let's see if the Orioles can work their way out of it. Can Smith walk it off, as they say in the modern day, against the Colby? 4-7. That's a strikeout on Billy Smith. One away. And now wait a minute. Did he get out that inning? Sorry. Smith was out in the eighth inning, so that would be Dempsey. Dempsey strikes out in the ninth. So Dempsey's out. And yes, it'll bring a needed batter here for that time. So the Orioles will need a new hitter here in the bottom of the ninth inning. Is these the Pirates? These are. So the Orioles hopefully have one more hitter. They've used Crowley. They've let May switch hit. They've let Kiko Garcia hit away. Let's see. They could use Benny Ayala. Again, he's more hitter against a lefty. Let's see if the Orioles have one more guy on the bench who can maybe swing a bat, who can swing against a righty. Dave Skaggs probably will not. McGregor will not. Oh, Pat Kelly. So, yes, Pat Kelly, an instant hitter against a right-hander, will swing. So Kelly will pinch hit against Kent DeColvey here in the ninth. Here's the pitch. 3-6 is a ground ball to first. 3-1, and there's 2 outs. And now the Orioles will need a new pitcher again, and they're running out of good arms. Could see Dennis Martinez come out. Again, I don't think he was a part of that rotation in 79 in this series. So here is Al Bunbury with 2 outs. Bunbury, 5-5 against the lefties, a walk. That could be a problem. The Orioles will now send the winning run to first. And Bunbury can run. Colby doesn't hold the runners on that well. So let's again look at Bunbury. First number is 18. Again, +2, -2. Nicosia a 0, so basically it's the same thing. He gets the lead. First number is 18. Here we go. It's a 10, doesn't get it. First number is 14. He's going to try for it. He'll try for it, and and a possible throwing error. So Bunbury's the second on the stolen base. Let's see what kind of arm Steve Nicosia has. Did he throw one in the center field? His T rating is a 1-8. So 1-8, and no, does not throw in the center field. So Bunbury swipes second. He is the winning run at second. And now you have to choose between going to the 10th inning or trying to win it. Holy smokes. That's where using Kiko Garcia really hurt you earlier. But now I think one of the only bats you have on your bench is the very reliable Rich Dower. Dower will come out to the circle. The Orioles will have to look at their team a little closer and see if they can put somebody else at shortstop. Murray, Renicky, Billy Smith. Yes, okay. Well, no, it doesn't fix their shortstop. Well, it does there. So you need a shortstop. So yeah, we'll do that. You don't want to hit the ball to short then. So Rich Dower will come in. He's going to swing. He is now going to swing for Belanger here. So Rich Dower, the go-ahead runner. This is where you want Dower's contact ability to get the big hit here to win the game. Here we go. Runner on second, 2 outs, hit by Dower. We don't have to worry about the defense. He does get on. We go to extra innings. So here's a pitch from the Colby. That'll be a 3-4 4. Foul out behind the plate. Catch is made by Nakoja. Retires the side. We go to the top of the 10th inning, and we'll have free baseball. So the Orioles now have to rely on somebody else. So Tippy comes out. That will mean we'll go with Tim. We'll go with Tim Stoddard. No, you know what? +5. Oof. We'll go with Dennis Martinez. They're going with a little bit of length if needed. So Dennis Martinez will come in. Hopefully, he doesn't start during the series. He is an 8. Oof. You know what? I'm going to have to pull it out and find out myself. So I don't want to use somebody going to have to start. Stoddard will be my pitcher if needed, but let's find out. Let's see if he came in during the season. So 1979 World Series. Pirates, let's see. Baseball Reference is our friend. So let's see what Dennis Martinez did during this series. Stanhouse took the loss in relief. McGregor won it. Stoddard won in relief. Flanagan lost it. Game 6. Palmer lost it. Game 7. McGregor lost it. So, Baltimore Oriole pitching. And let's see what they did. Dennis Martinez was 2 games. He did make a start. So we're not going to do that. So we'll have to go Sammy Stewart here. So Stewart will have to pitch. So Stewart will come out real fast and he'll get him out that game. So Dennis Martinez, without being introduced, they know how important they need for him in this game, will come in this ball game. That's what happens when you play in an era with no DH, and you have to do all these swaps. And now we'll get a quicker ball game, I'm sure, because both these pitchers are going to be coming at some point. Won't be that good. So here we go. So Stanhouse is a possibility, but we'll go to the least likely guy to be destroyed. I think Steve Stone could come in. I think they said he was the odd man out on this team. So let's see who would be available. Did I already have him out here? I don't. Come on. There is Dave Ford, Krinchicki, Ayala. There is Stanhouse. Don't want to do that. Skaggs, Palmer, McGregor, Stone, right? I know I saw Stewart earlier. He was going to pitch. The card kind of frightened me a bit. Let's make sure he may already be in the surplus already out here. Sammy. Oh no, was Stewart? No, Stewart never pitched because it was Stoddard who came in. So Stewart, because we ended up going. I hope he didn't pitch. Holy crap, if he did! But let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and go Sammy Stewart here. So Stewart's in. Top of the 10th, and it'll be the top of the order for Omar Marino. Sammy Stewart is a +1 on the hole, so keep that in mind. Extra innings, here we go. 3-5 is a strikeout for Marino. So Marino strikes out in the top of the 10th inning. So here's Foley in the top of the 10th. Game tied at 4, top of the 10th. World Series Game 1, 1979 World Series. 4-9 righty, double on the 1-4. That's a 10. Fly ball center field. That's 2 outs. And here's the guy who's due, and his name is Dave Parker, the 2025 Hall of Famer. Parker, left-handed hitter against Stewart, the right-hander. 6'7", second base X. That is Dower, who's a little better. He's 2E17. Don't hit it to the shortstop, he says. That'll be an 11. That'll be 11 on Dower's 17. 17 says no error on the 11, throws them out. Orioles with a chance to win it. Bottom of the 10th coming up, still tied at 4. So again, the Orioles now will send up, as Dower was replaced, it will be the middle of the lineup again. Who you want there? Singleton, Murray, Lowenstein, and the Buccos will have to make a choice again to bring somebody in. And I'm guessing it's going to have to probably be Jim Rooker. So Jim Rooker will come in a left-hander. Again, we'll take a peek ski and see who was the starting pitchers for the 79 series. if it works out that way. Let's see again. We go back to baseball reference because he's our friend. Always remember you have baseball reference if you need anything in life. So now we look for the pitchers again. Let's see who the Pirates use. The starters, Bibby twice, Blylen once, Candelaria twice, Keeson pitched once, and Rooker. So Rooker's a no. So Dave Roberts did not pitch in the series. Tekulve came out and worked 5 times. He's already been used. Romo's been used twice. Or no, you want wrong. I guess we go to Don Robinson. So Mr. Robinson, oh Mr. Robinson, oh Mr. Robinson. So we'll bring in Don Robinson, always known to always give you length of innings. So and Dave Roberts can't be used. He was never used in the series, but knowing way this game is working, you may need him down the line. So Jim Rooker was never used. So go Don Robinson. He's a righty. And now we have a couple kind of long guys to give some innings until the pitcher spot comes up again. So again, bottom of the 10th inning, still 4-4 game, but Ken Singleton can kind of end that on his own. Singleton has scored twice, has 2 hits and an RBI. Let's see if Singleton maybe finds something here against Don Robinson and sounds the sound of silence. Here's the pitch. 6-5 to a lefty, fly ball center field, not deep. Marino is there, and that is it for Mr. Singleton. One away. Now here's Eddie Murray. Eddie Murray's the batter so far for Eddie. He is 2 for 4, 2 for 3 of the couple doubles. Murray, who won the 1983 World Series Game 1, which we haven't gotten back to in our payoff pitch, has a chance to walk it off in this World Series. 5-9 to a lefty is a fly ball right field. That's going to be 2 outs. Catches made by Parker. So now here is gotta be Gary Renicke's turn. Renicky hits righties, so we'll go ahead and let him swing. He's definitely a pretty good ball player, lefties or righties. So Renicke will swing away. He definitely made that 3-8, and there it goes. Fly ball left field. Back goes Robinson. It's back. It's back. It is gone. See you tomorrow night as the Pitt Baltimore Orioles have won Game 1, the 1979 World Series. 3-8 versus a righty is gone. So Renicky homers, and the Orioles will walk it off as he's being mobbed, and the Orioles win it. They come back and win this 5-4. Everybody who's been here this evening, please like, please subscribe. I ask you to always have more of this content. We have bowling, of course. We have our basketball. A lot of fun stuff going on. Winning pitcher is Don Robinson. He gets the cheap winning pitcher is Sammy Stewart. Gets the cheap win. Don Robinson gets the unfortunate loss. Gives up the gopher ball to Gary Renicky. 3-8 right-handed. Again, there is your proof right there. Home run without any doubt. No splits. It is gone. So thank you again. Long and gone is Gary Renicky. So the Orioles win at 5-4. Baltimore will lead this series by the score of 1-0. Pirates actually won game 1. So that's a little bit different. Let's see if the Orioles can actually follow through here in this series. Well, folks, thank you so much for being here. An hour, 7 minutes in, not bad. Went a little bit later because of the extra innings. Orioles take 1 extra inning. It went the line score. The Pirates scoring a run in the first, run in the second. Orioles came back, a run in the second on the Sensei home run. 2 runs in the fourth by the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bill Robinson with the home run, and again, another RBI triple by Gardner. It was a 4-1 Pirate lead. Orioles came back with 2 runs in the 6th inning. Home run by Singleton and an RBI single by John Lowenstein to make it 4-3. Orioles come back with a run in the 8th. That was an RBI single, RBI sacrifice fly by Doug DeCinces, his second RBI of the day. That knocked in Ken Singleton, who was 2 for 5 with a home run and a single. So the Orioles they scored. We go to a scoreless 9th inning, and in the bottom of the 10th inning, Gary Renicky wins it with a walk-off and the Orioles win game one by the score of 5-4. Reneke walks it off. We'll see you for game number two. Thank you, folks. Have a good rest of your evening. Enjoy your work week. We'll see you really soon. Dun, 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 dun.